Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Phantasmagoria. Last we left off, we helped Harriet out of this hole up here on the little catwalk thing over the stables. And we skipped the ladder animation going down. But she did leave this hole behind. Clearly, we need to check it out. As I keep indicating, because it's highlighted red. I said, we need to check the hole. There we go. And then again, she has to stick her face right in it. And look! It's hard to tell, but it's a nail. With a piece of cloth attached to it. So that we'd be able to see it.
And in this game, you gotta take stuff that is nailed down.
So, the hand didn't work, but luckily we have a hammer. Which she pulls out of nowhere.
Oh, come on. Don't you watch any anime? There's obviously hammer space at work here.
Yes, that's true. But she was able to collect the nail. Huzzah! And since that was clearly the only use for that hole... Sorry, the innuendo choked me a little bit there. Anyway... let's go down the ladder. Let's go down.
Let's go down.
Let's go down the ladder. Okay.
Lady,
Oh.
me and Cyrus want to apologize. That is for being a problem. Wouldn't we, Cyrus? Wouldn't we, Cyrus?
Huh? Oh, yeah.
You don't have to apologize, Harriet. Accidents happen. But even so, you and your son are going to have to leave. This is private property.
I've been thinking about that, about your property and all. And, there's just no way around it. You need us.
Need you?
Yeah. How are you and your husband
is
gonna
Cyrus
take care of
doing?
this whole place by your lonesomes, huh?
Well, I hate to admit it, you have a point there.
I'm
Now,
useless around the
take a look
house.
at my son here. He's as strong as an ox. Can do any kind of outside work. Me, I can
Smart
live
as
around
one,
the
too.
house. I'm a great housekeeper.
Yeah, I can see that.
Well, what do you say, huh? We'll work for nothing. Just room and board.
So you're asking us to feed you too.
Come on, don't pitch us out in the cold. We got no place else to go.
Well, we should be able to bargain you down to just room then.
Oh, okay. You win. You can start tomorrow. Why don't you meet me up at the house in the morning?
Yippee! We got us a job, Cyrus, you hear? What's your name, lady?
Adrienne. Adrienne Delaney. My husband is Don Gordon.
Pleased to meet you, Adrienne.
Let go of my
What are
hand.
you doing?
I'm a clairvoyant. I
Clayr-o-voy-aynt.
read palms. Can I?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, come on, let me see. So your lifeline?
Yeah?
Well, it's real long.
And very
That's
pixelated.
good.
But?
But there's this strange other line crossing it in the middle there.
Oh, that's just from when I was writing the script on my hand.
Wonder what that means. Ah, forget it. Don't mean nothing.
Of course it means
Come on, boy,
nothing.
let's go fix supper.
Yeah, be sure to wipe off what remains of the script. Anyway, so fascinating. She's a clairvoyant. I love how she says that.
Nice, kind of ambiguous accent there.
Kind of hard to place it, actually. Maybe. But yeah, as she said, she's a clairvoyant. Oh. First we're
What's
going
for
to
dinner
chat with
tonight, Cyrus?
Oh.
Supper?
Yeah, supper.
I did not need to see a bleeding rabbit.
Looks like Ma's making rabbit stew, see?
Oh.
Oh.
Don't fling a bloody rabbit in someone's face.
I'm a good hunter. I can kill him with my bare hands.
Oh.
Oh. That's good.
I love her face as she says that. And she ends the conversation there, yeah. And we can have a chat with Harriet. I think. If I ever click on her. I'm still not very good at listening to myself.
No, you're
So,
not
this
doing
is
a very
really
good
your
job
home,
this
huh?
time.
Yep. Got it fixed up. Just like I like it.
It looks real homey, all right.
I guess she's scraping potatoes or something.
But that
Anyway.
rabbit there, I'm not taking that for granted.
Well, anyway, since she's a clairvoyant, we have these tarot cards, or tarot cards. Let's give them over to her.
Harriet, I found these old tarot cards in the house. I don't read them, if you'd like to have them.
Let me see. You're darn right I'd like them. They're beautiful.
I thought you would.
Tell you what, I'll do a reading for you.
Oh, no, you don't have to.
Not now, tomorrow. I'll do a reading tomorrow.
Well,
Well, did you
Maybe.
stick them in your
We'll see.
shirt? Why would you do that? Do you have a pocket in there? Well, anyway, you
Pocket
can...
dimension?
That's true in this game. Given how many things Adrienne has managed to stuff in her pants. But yeah, you can actually hand the tarot cards to her at multiple points, either in this chapter or at least a few different points during the next chapter. And here I contemplate going into town on the car, but then realize that we may as well cut down on how many trips we make to town and go back to the house. Because now we have a nail in our possession, and there is something very special that we can do with it. We're about halfway through the chapter, and you noticed how much we did with this chapter. Really, the only reason it gets that far in this chapter is because we helped Harriet. And I start to go this way, but then change my mind about exploring that direction. And we head upstairs. And further upstairs. Oh, the little clips of walking everywhere. Not as useful as one might think. So then I talk about something, apparently. Now, this door here was obviously locked because it has the key in there. There are different ways to open this door, to solve it. And it involves either the newspaper or the fire poker. But either way, you need the nail in order to unlock this door. Now, the way that I do it is using the newspaper, but you can also use the fire poker to sweep under the door to collect the key after it's fallen. But I go with the only intended use for the newspaper, since we may as well get some use out of it.
Yeah, the newspaper is a completely redundant item.
there we go.
It's not necessary, it's not required, and then it gets taken away from you regardless if you use it or not. So then we now use the nail on the door. And as simplistic as the puzzles are in this game, they're considerably better
Yay, it worked.
than the ones they used in the second game. Did she just toss that nail down on the floor?
Yep.
Oh my god! Well, that's a really stupid thing to do. I mean,
It's Adrienne.
yeah, but I mean, like, you throw the nail on the floor, you have your goldfish memory, you're just gonna step on it later at some point. Ugh, and then in most Sierra games, that would have given you a tetanus and you would have died from it. Would you like to restore your game? Anyway, so she recollects her newspaper because it would be such a shame to leave that behind.
Yeah, the nail is completely useless to us now. So is the newspaper, but we only get to take one of them back with us. Go figure.
So we collect the key. We collect the key. And this is the only door that it works on. Excuse my coughing, folks.
Yes.
She says that so passionately.
With all the emotion and conviction she said when she found the key in the keyhole earlier.
Why, there's a key in the keyhole. I can't see a thing up there. Yeah, actually, you may notice there is no light source in this area. Not even a window, no lights above, and yet somehow it is much better lit than the cellar that had the light over the trapdoor. That makes sense. And well, apparently this door is set up with a barricade on the outside of it.
Which makes absolutely no sense, considering that you will see the door swings inward.
Because even if it were designed to try and keep people in the room instead of from escaping, they could just open the door and walk under it. It makes no sense. Or maybe they just wanted Malcolm to figure out puzzle solving early. I don't know. Because this is Malcolm's room. And one of the early noticeable things in here is the bright red book on the dresser. If I ever get around to actually clicking on it, you'll see what I mean. Yes, it highlights. Come on. Post commentary, folks! Because we're professionals.
The Vampire by John Polidori.
Ah. The Vampire. What a great idea for a book.
To Malcolm from Zoltan.
Oh. Malcolm.
Oh, that's the old guy from town.
Yes, it is. Wow, you actually remembered something, Adrienne.
It will be forgotten quickly.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, she has the book to remind her for now. I love how the vampire is spelled with a Y.
The vampire.
And you can open and close, open and close, open and close the book. However many times you want. Alright, well, the window highlights. What's out the window? Huh. That's odd. What's that out over there? Looks like some kind of greenhouse, maybe?
Possibly.
Hard to tell. Anyway, since the bed highlights, let's see what we can do. Maybe we can lie down here. Nope. But we can sit on it. Just about the only thing Adrienne can do.
It's comfy.
Yeah. And she has been standing for quite some time this time.
Yeah. Even though her feet don't look like they're touching the floor.
No. Alright, so we head back downstairs. I think we do. I had decided to head into the nursery, and just for funsies, to show that you can do this as many times as you like, have her stick her hand in the ectoplasm again.
Makes wonderful moisturizer.
Oh yeah.
At the cost of your immortal soul. But Adrienne doesn't have a soul, so she's safe.
And apparently it adds wonders to your foundation.
God, what is this?
Ectoplasm. I think I ended up skipping over the rest of it because it's like, yeah, there's no point in dragging that out anymore. So we head downstairs, and we're just about out of time for this installment of Let's Play Phantasmagoria. Hope to see you next time where we head into town. See you then, folks.
Take care, everyone. That's a woman crying.
She must have realized that Adrienne is the protagonist. Hi, Bob.
And what can I do for you, little lady?
Roll up and die.
I'll get you next time, Carno.
Yeah,
Next time.
What was Carno like?
enough.
He was enough.